Hey guys, it's Gigi and I trade US30 and I also trade market maker structure. So today we're going to be talking about US30, the trade that I took, and my forex funds challenge. And I'm going to be showing you guys where I am. I'm on phase 2, looking to get 5%. All right, so every time I take a trade, I start on the D1 trend. I look at the D1 trend. So if price is above the 50 EMA, which is this blue line right here, then I said above, right? If it's above the 50 EMA, then it's a uptrend. And if it's below the 50 EMA, then it's in a downtrend. So right now, price is below the 50 EMA and it's in a downtrend. So I'm really only looking for shorts. Even yesterday, you can see it rejected the 50 EMA. Let's get rid of this. All right, it doesn't want to delete. So now that we know it's in a downtrend, I come down to the 1 hour and I look at where I am in the market maker cycle. Market maker has a cycle of 3 levels: the peak formation, level 1, level 2, and level 3. So going back, let me make this smaller. So going back to last week, US30 had a beautiful peak formation right here. Right there. Beautiful peak formation. So you know it's a peak because it looks like a mountain. Price literally looks like a mountain or upside downwards mountain. So this price ran up, shot straight back down, and closed strong to the downside. So this next day, looking for a downward push, AFP, away from peak. The AFP, or the safety trade, is the most safest trade that you can take coming out of a peak. And I'll explain why in another video, but this is the best trade that you can take. Price moves really fast at level 1 or AFP because the market makers are really trying to get away from a certain area or a certain price point, and they don't want to give people time to get out or click out of their trade. So level 1 is right here this day. So after I saw this peak, I took this trade. This was on my phase 1 for my forex funds challenge. But you have the peak, you have level 1, slight pullback, level 1, slight pullback, level 2. I don't particularly care to trade level 2 because the market makers step aside on level 2 and they let the retail traders trade, and just they see where the market is gonna go. If people are buying or selling, they just take a step back and look at the market. And then you have pullback and level 3. After level 3, you look for some type of reversal or pullback for a continuation in the same direction. So US30 had a perfect market maker cycle. Boom, 1, 2, 3, perfect. Then it came and it had a peak formation right here, but this was just a pullback. This was actually a pullback to the 618 on the daily chart. So when it came back and it made this double top, I actually took this trade too, but this is what you call a peak reset, because this is a triple top right here. It pulled back and made a triple top. So I'm looking for sells. I'm still looking for sells, period. Seller's territory, right? So let's come back to today. Market structure. We got the 3 pushes down, and then we had a pullback. So now we're looking for 3 pushes to the downside. Again, market maker structure. So now let's come over here. This is Sunday, Monday. You can see we have what is this called? It's called a railroad track. I know what it's called. I'll be losing my words. So railroad track went straight up, came straight back down through the EMAs. This is a trap move. So if you know, I know that you guys know people trade a break and a close of the EMAs, and this is on the 1 hour chart. So a lot of people went long once this broke and closed above the 50 and the 200 EMA, and they snatched it back down. So that's a telltale sign that they're still trying to go short. All right, and then you got a slight pullback drop, slight pullback drop. So when we came into Sunday Monday, which is today, and I saw this M formation right here. Actually, it looks a lot better on the 15-minute chart. Look at that on the 15-minute. A perfect M. And a pin to a number, to a price that ends in 0. 33440. Pinned it. Never broke back above it. So once this candle closed, this is what you call a shift candle. It closed below the apex nadir of this M. That's my entry signal. So I got in right here and I actually caught 100 pips. It went to 200, but it pulled back. I put my stop loss at 100 pips or points, because I wanted to try to swing it, but it didn't necessarily work out in my favor this time. What am I trying to do? Oh, tripping. Yep, so I took the trade here, and I think I had about a 60 pip stop. Your stop loss would go above the peak. So I had a 58 pip stop, and I caught 100 pips. Well, I rolled this all the way down to the bottom, 234 pips, and I watched it come all the way back and hit my stop at 100. But normally, it'll just, pull back and then continue down. But this kind of, I don't know what it was doing. It just was playing around. If I'd have kept my stop above the peak, I would still be in this trade. But I wanted to lock in some profits, so I could just get this 5% done. So this is my forex funds challenge, my phase 2. So this is the trade I took right here. This is where I entered. Once it broke below the ketchup and the mustard, or I think it's the 8 and the 13, or the 8 and the 15 EMA. Let me see. The 13 EMA and the 8 EMA and the 5 and the 13 EMA. Once it closed below that, that was my entry signal. So when you are looking for a trade, you want to see it break above the Asia box. This is the Asia box right here. We'll talk about this in more detail in another video. But once I saw it break above the Asia box, I already knew I was looking for a sell, an M formation and a sell. And it gave me that perfectly. Break above the Asia numbers. It's above the ketchup and the mustard. Back below, back above, back below, entry. And it just fell. It got out of there. So tomorrow I'll be looking for the same type of setup. Actually, I'm going to be waiting to see what US30 does today, because US30 looks like it's in level 3 conditions. You see how it's not breaking through yesterday's low or yesterday's high? This is level 3 behavior, all the choppiness. So what I really want to see US30 do is pin to yesterday's low, and I want to look for a reversal signal. But I'm going to follow whatever happens. I'm not going to chase it. So yeah. And another thing, you see how price is just, I meant to make it smaller, dropping. Oh, hold it now. All right. Drop, and now it's chopping. That's level 3 behavior. So I want to see what happens today. My bias is, of course, is short, because everything is going down, but I want to wait and see what happens. Like this video if you enjoyed this content. I'm going to be putting out videos every day. So right now I'm up 1%, and I have to make another 4%, and I have about 41 days left until my time runs out. So wish me luck, you guys. Thank you. Wish me luck, and thank you guys for listening. Love you. See you tomorrow. We'll see if I win or lose my next trade. Oh, and I'm only risking $500 this time. I'm only risking $500 per trade per day. I'm only gonna take one trade a day, and I'm risking $500, because when you're trading US30, it really pushes, it really gets out of there. So it's no need to try to rush. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you, and